conditions. Brett?
David, thank you. Breaking tonight, President Trump's comment casting doubt on NATO's commitment to the U.S. if something happened is prompting some pushback tonight overseas. This comes as the American leader and his Canadian counterparts spar over the U.S. effort to take control of at least part of Greenland. Senior White House correspondent Peter Doocy has details tonight live from the North Lawn. Good evening, Peter.
Good evening, Brett. This is what people mean when they say that President Trump is creating a new world order. If a U.S. ally, even a close ally, has a problem with a U.S. foreign policy proposal, President Trump says he doesn't care, even when it's Canada.
We're going to build the Golden Dome.
But the president says Canada is against the Golden Dome being built over Greenland, even though the Golden Dome would protect Canada. Instead, they voted in favor of doing business with China, who will eat them up within the first year. That post follows a somewhat defiant response to recent Trump criticism of Canada from Prime Minister Mark Carney.
But Canada doesn't live because of the United States. Canada thrives because we are Canadian.
The commander-in-chief isn't just calling out Canada. The North Atlantic Treaty Organization, NATO, also on notice.
I know that we would have been there, or we would be there. You know, they'll say they sent some troops to Afghanistan or this or that. And they did. They stayed a little back, a little off the front lines.
Democratic critics scoff at the president's claim.
He knows better. Denmark sacrificed more people per capita in Afghanistan after 9/11 than we did.
Now that the dust has settled after arresting dictator Nicolas Maduro in Venezuela, the State Department is talking about reports the White House next wants regime change in Cuba. Quote, "It is in our national security interests for Cuba, which is 90 miles away from our shores, to be competently run by a democratic government and refuse to host our adversaries' military and intelligence services." The most vexing foreign policy issue for this president in his second term, ending the war in Ukraine, which will require Russia to make concessions.
And they'll make concessions. Everybody's making concessions to get it done.
A White House official says today's trilateral meeting in Abu Dhabi between the United States, Ukraine, and Russia was productive. Conversations will continue tomorrow.
Anytime we meet, it's good. If you don't meet, nothing's going to happen.
President Trump says there have been times when Putin wanted a deal and there have been times when Zelensky didn't want a deal. Now he thinks that both men want to make a deal, and he has got Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner overseas trying to figure out what that's going to take. Brett.
Peter Doocy live in the North Lawn. Peter, thanks. Please join
Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.